Welcome everyone. Trying to get on my live. I like how they changed the color for my live. That's pretty good. Welcome everyone. Trying to get on my live. I like how they changed the color for my live. That's pretty good. Welcome everyone. Trying to get on my live. I like how they changed the color for my. I got the chat going. I thought I'd do a. I thought I'd do a design a landscape today. I think it's Thursday. Is it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday morning. I already went to work. I'm done for the day, but I do have practice later, band practice. I figured I'll do another pastel one because I got all these colors left from yesterday. I put, I gotta lower this volume down here. There we go. I put white in every color, blue, violet, green, yellow. So there's a lot of white in all those colors. So it comes out pretty cool. It looks like I guess I call it pastel. But let me I'm just gonna improvise. So I don't know what I want to do. So let me get this lined up here for you. Shut the bubbles off. I think I know I want to do a mountain back there for sure. I'll try and give you some of my tips along the way. Whoops, got a little green on the brush there. It's going to start with some yellow in the sky. I've been doing landscapes for quite some time. I've done a lot of, I started, when I first started doing my art in Las Vegas, I was doing like pop art, you know, like kind of like Andy Warhol type stuff. It was fun for a while. I mean, I was in one of the studios down there for the longest time selling art. Uh, I sold a lot of, believe it or not, pictures of like famous actors, old actors, like Charlie Chaplin, Laurel and Hardy, Elvis Presley, Marilyn Monroe, all those old time movie stars. But I didn't really get any satisfaction out of that pop art. So then I did other things, but now I've been doing landscapes lately because you got more freedom to do what you want. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I know I want to have a mountain here with uh, some kind of landscape here. We'll see. want to get the sky filled up with color. Since I got all these colors, I might as well make it a colorful sky. Is it out of focus already? Might have to move the camera closer. I've been having problems with my iPad. Maybe I gotta clean the lens or something. I'll keep an eye on it, make sure it stays in focus. So there's my sky. That looks pretty cool. Just put a bunch of colors up there. What I like about this light sky, I can bring some trees into the sides now and a cool mountain back here. I think I'm going to do the mountain next. I'm going to use like a light gray with I think a little bit of purple in it. Almost like a purplish, a violet gray. I'm gonna keep that yellow in there. I'm gonna offset the mountain today over here. And put some peaks in there. It already looks cool. I'll grab a smaller brush here. Yeah, it already looks cool. I think what I'm going to do is try and make it look like it's going off into the distance here. This is acrylic paint, by the way. And I'm just trying to create on the fly. I've got no real idea what I want to do, just that I want it to be a landscape, that's all. That looks kind of cool. Yeah, it looks good. It looks like the sun just went down like right here. Wow. Let me make sure it's staying in focus. Yeah, that's in focus. That looks really good right there. That's a good shot. I'll give you some tips along the way here. I brought this mountain a little bit down right here, then it almost makes it look like now it's going off into the distance there. You see that? If you make it straight, you won't get that effect, okay? So if you're just starting out painting, that's a good tip. Just bring it down a little over here. That looks pretty cool. Now I want to put some color down here. You know what? I want to put uh, a pathway Yeah, pathway like that. But then I also want to have a river underneath the pathway so I can make some kind of bridge. Uh, I'm thinking. Hold on. Uh, I think that'll work. So this will be some kind of like walkway, and then I'll put a river coming from here that'll go underneath that walkway. I'll probably have to raise it up a bit here, and then we'll put like running water underneath it here, something like that. That's what I'm thinking. If that happens, that's awesome. So this will be some kind of, we'll put a river flowing down here. That's what's cool about, you know, painting on the fly like this. You can create whatever you want. So that looks kind of cool. So it'll be like maybe a bridge right there over the river. All right, that's gonna be it right there. I put a little brown in or I mean white in some burnt umber. I think I'm gonna put some of that color under the mountain, like burnt umber with white in it for back here. And then I'm going to probably put grass down here now. Yeah, let me put, I've got some sap green. This is sap green with a lot of white in it. I did this on purpose. I want it to look like everything has white in it. Let me put I want to put the river in right now so I don't lose it. So I'm going to make the river a light blue. Just a light blue for now. It'll change maybe. Maybe I'll add some maybe purple to it and stuff like that. But we'll just make it blue for now. Make it look like we got a river flowing here. That looks pretty cool already. Look at those colors. Yeah, we got some people on. How's it going, everybody? I see Lexi's on there. So we'll put some more green down here on this side of the river. Let me put this pathway in here. I think I'm gonna try yellow ochre. I have some yellow ochre with white in it. And I think I'll make this trail yellow ochre. going to put a bridge across here. Let's see. I'm going to put dark green down here. What I did, I just put a little black in my green. Just to make this color darker down here. Over here I'm going to put a little blue in my green. I just like all these pastel colors. If it's your first time watching what I do, I usually put my color in first and then I'll start designing the painting once I get the undercoat in. Cheeto Ta. Right on, getting some people watching, that's cool. So this is just, I'm painting on the fly. So that's pretty much the painting right there. So I got the underpaint done. It's looking pretty good. Fix up, I don't know why that's doing that. Got a hump right there. Alright, so this is going to be a pathway, like a walkway. I'm going to put a bridge here. I got a river going down here. And probably going to have a foreground here. Maybe right here, so I can put a big tree over here. I'm gonna put some snow up here on the mountains real quick. Just a little bit of snow. So maybe I have the light will be coming from the right. Just gonna put a little bit of snow up there. Just a bit. Just a little bit. That's enough. Yeah, I kind of like that. Now what I'll do is I'll have some like snow hills coming down like this way, like snow drifts. A few snow drifts. Going off into the distance there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm gonna put some trees back here. So I think I'm gonna have I'm gonna put a foreground here so I can put a big tree over here. So I don't mess up this part of the river here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put some bushes here. Probably in gray. Just down here at the bottom. Some kind of bushes, I'll highlight those. So this part's going to be really close to us, so I can put a big tree up here. I'll design around it because I want to put a big tree in here. Just like that. Look at that. Am I still in focus? Yeah. Yeah, so the reason I did this, it's going to help me probably design the rest of this. Like I'll probably have some trees going off into the distance here. Some distant trees back there. This is going to be, I'm going to, whoops, I put a little too much paint there. Oh, I got some blue on it. That's alright, I'll fix it. Let's make it a little taller. There we go. Put a nice big evergreen tree right here, and I'll highlight it probably with a light green. That looks good. I'm going to highlight it right now so you can see the color. I think I'm going to use this green right here. It's really bright. You see that green I made? Let's see what it looks like. It might be too bright, but I'll give it a try. No, I think it'll look good. I'm just going to do the right side of it first. Wow, that looks good. That's a good green. I'm glad I picked that green. I don't know what's going on here. Sorry about that. Let me fix it real quick. Let me fix it since we're live. I'm glad there's some people watching today. I didn't think anybody would be on today. There we go. That's a little better. I like that. I'm going to put another tree in there because this green looks really good. If you're just joining in, I'm using a lot of white in my color, a lot of pastel colors. Stan the man, right on. What I did, I had all this paint from yesterday. I've mixed white in every color. So that's what we're getting, this really light feel, you know. It looks kind of cool, and then when you put dark color over this, it looks pretty cool. We put another, I'm going to put a small tree right here so I don't cover this mountain back here. For my dark color, I'm using just gray. I just mixed black and white and put a little blue in it. So if this was a normal landscape, I would be using like a dark brown with green in it. But this is a different type of landscape. It's almost like color. I mean, the colors you wouldn't see out in nature, but it still looks cool. So I'll put down some dark color first, and then I'll highlight it with that green again. That green, I picked out the right green for that. So you got to put some dark color down before you put the light color on top of it. Then I'll have some bushes down here to highlight. I'll probably use like light blue or purple or pink down there. Look at that green. You could see the green. I put a lot of white into it. I'm going to let that dry and then I'll highlight that. So here's my pathway. I'm going to have a pathway. I got to make a bridge eventually because I put a river here. So now I got to make some kind of bridge eventually down the road. I decided to do the foreground here so I could design the rest of the painting. Wow. And I'll give you some tips along the way. My channel's just mostly about showing, you know, my style of painting. And you could pick up, maybe you can pick up some ideas by watching me. But I have a lot of videos. I have a lot of videos on my channel that explain a lot of my techniques. Man, I really like that green. That green really pops, makes those trees pop. Have you seen? I'm going to show you some of the functions I got here. I'm going to turn it to a black and white. I got a sketch one. Turn it to sketch. Bubbles. A lot of people like the bubbles. All right, let me I'll do some clouds in a little bit, but I want to put some more stuff down here. Oh, I want to put a tree coming in off the side here. That's right. A big tree coming into the sky from over here to fill up this side of the sky. That's right. I forgot about that. Oh, I got to put the bubbles on for a second. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. All right, I'm back. It's time for me to promote my band up there. If you guys like music, I play, me and Lisa play a lot of music on YouTube. It's called Rick and Lisa Experience. And we play out a lot in Seattle. We have, we did 40 shows last year here in Seattle, Lisa and I. So we play a lot of, we play a lot of cover tunes, but we do have some originals. I'm going to put some shrubs around this river here. Just some small bushes for now. I'm using acrylic paint, by the way. I do also use oil paint, but this is acrylic. And I just put a bunch of like bushes down there around the river. I don't know how I'm going to do this bridge. Maybe I could put a tree, like a log across there or something. Ba-da-bam. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to put a distant tree out here. where's our light coming from? The right. We'll put like a shadow out there. Put a couple trees over here. I'm gonna have to mix some more gray. Cool. Look at that shadow. That looks pretty cool. It's starting to get there. Maybe if you guys can suggest something, I'll put it in there. If you want to join the picture, just give me an idea. I'll put something in here. I'm going to try and highlight these trees a little more. So I'm going to, if you're trying to learn how to do art, so this trees here, I used this color. So I want to put another color on top of it. So I think I'm just going to add a little more white to it. And just to lighten it up just a little more. Maybe a little more white. And then add this lighter color on top of that. And maybe it'll like make it look a little better. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that paint, and maybe the light's hitting more like right in here. We'll add another color of green in there on top of that. It might make it look better. It can't hurt. It can't hurt. Just touch the painting. Let the paint rest on top of the other color, and don't smear it. This is looking pretty good. I got to get some more. Trees over here. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have put this tree right here so close. I'll do some cool clouds up there is what I'll do probably. Do 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 do. All right, I got to do some clouds now, I think. It's looking pretty good for pastel colors. Let me put a little, maybe some water down here. I'll make I think I'm going to highlight these bushes with maybe yellow, some yellow. Uh, yeah, a little yellow ochre. I want to put another color here. I'm thinking, what goes good with yellow? Oh, the purple. A little bit of purple. Or like violet. What is that? Like a chunk of paint there. There we go. Highlight those bushes. Now put some highlights on these bushes down here around the water. Maybe some blue. Like a light blue. Wow, it's looking pretty good. You zoom it in a little now so you can see the bushes. Those colors look pretty good here. I got a little bit of something there, like a chunk of dry paint or something. Doesn't that look good? I'm going to take a little bit of white, and kind of highlight some of the parts of the bush so it looks like it's a little fatter, you know what I mean? So it just doesn't look like it's flat. Maybe a little here too. Just a little bit of white. There we go. Just to make it look, maybe there's flowers on top of there. It's kind of like what I did here. I added another green color to this green. So these trees here, I'm going to make them, I think I'm going to make them this purple color over here. Let's see what they look like if they're like purple. It's a very light violet. Yeah, that looks good. I'm going to make these yellow so they show up more. So the bushes show up a little better. There we go. This is definitely different than one of my other landscapes. Let me see if I can find one. I'll show you how I usually paint my landscapes. I usually use more, you know, like natural colors, see? More like nature. But I kind of like that look. Somebody will buy it. Or if you I'm going to start a membership program, and some of the members, like the levels, I'm going to be given a painting to some of the tiers of the members. I don't know how I'm going to work it yet, but my plan is to like mail this to some of my members that join up with me. It's time to do some clouds up here. I'm going to try a light blue. I'm going to try a light blue here real quick. I don't know if it's going to work. Yeah, it'll work. I'm going to put some small clouds down here first. Let me see how that looks in the frame. Oh yeah. Yeah, it looks awesome. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep that same idea and do it again here. A little lower. And what I do is I'll put my paint on and then kind of pull the bottom one way or the other. It doesn't matter which way you pull it, but you gotta, I usually blend my bottom in a little bit like that. That looks good. Wow. Man, those blue clouds look good on that yellow. So now it's like, where do I put more clouds in here? Because I don't want to, let me try and maybe put one from here going up around this tree like this. And then just pull your bottom one way like this. Man. Yeah, that looks good. Now I need to do some white clouds now. Looking pretty good. I'm going to do some white clouds up here. It looks like I already have some clouds up in here. There's a lot of ways to do clouds. What I'm going to do is kind of follow this angle here, and I'm just going to put some streaks in first and see what it looks like. Just some like streaky clouds. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And then since the sun's down there, I'm going to try and put a little, maybe a little white on the bottom of these clouds here. Just a little bit. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, I'm going to do another cloud going from here a little bigger to the side of the painting. And I'm going to come back to my painting down here. That's enough clouds for now. All right, that's enough clouds for now. I'll do more in a little bit, but let me finish up my landscape here. I still want to do a tree over here. I'm going to give it a try. Let's see what happens. Improvise. So I got to mix a little more gray. I'm just mixing a little white into the black here to make this kind of gray here. Acrylic paint. I'm using Winsor Newton paint, which is pretty good. Another good tip is like to mix your paint. You always want to mix something in the color. Like you don't want to like use it right out of the tube. I think I'm going to put a little blue in there. Just a little blue. Alright, I'm going to do a tree over here, believe it or not. It's going to be a tree that is actually over here, maybe, coming into the side of the picture, okay? I hope it looks good. I hope it looks good. So what I'm going to do is design it up high here. I'll have, I'm just going to barely touch it in first. There we go. That'll work. I kind of like that. Then I'll highlight it with some color when it dries. I think I'm going to need another one over here, another tree over here, because this was too far away. So I'm going to put another tree coming in, maybe farther over here on this side. I think it'll fill the painting in and look 10 times better. And I got about 10 minutes left. I think I can get it done. I'm gonna move the camera a little. Yeah, I want to have another tree over here. Hold on a second. I got to get this thing to stay down here. There we go. All right, I'm going to do another tree coming from the side here. Maybe a little lower. But I want it to come in. I want it to come a little further in, this one. There we go. Look at that. It's starting to come together now. It's starting to come together. Come together right now. Over me. Bow now. Bow now. Bow now. Bow. I gotta watch what I sing. They might think I have music on here. That's a dreamy one. Oh, look at that one. Sketch. Pop. Beam. All right, I think that's dry enough now. I'm going to highlight this tree here. Yesterday I had a similar tree, so I think I'm going to do it with a dark color, then I'm going to highlight it with a light color. I'm mixing my blue with this pink I had. It's making almost like mauve. Is that a color? It's kind of like it looks cool. I'm gonna try it for that tree right there, because I want it to be dark. I want it to be a dark tree. I'll highlight it, and then I'll highlight some of the I'll highlight it with a lighter color. As long as it's dark. I need it to be dark. Man, that's coming out pretty good. I really like this one so far. I don't usually use colors like this, but I know there's a lot of people out there that like this kind of pastel look, you know. Yeah, I like the way that looks now up here. That it's almost like a purple color, right? Doesn't that look cool? It's a nice color on that sky. I think all the colors are going well together. The yellow seems a little bit bright for me, but I think I can tone it down a bit. Let me do the other side now. Yeah, that came out good. I mixed light blue. I mixed light blue and pink to get that color. If you're trying to learn how to paint, like highlight the trees, what I'm doing is picking like this round spot up here, and then a round spot here, and then one down here. You could start with the lower one first, and then just like touch the color in, and kind of leave the bottom dark, and just like that. And then I'll do the next round section. I'll like start it like this, and then just kind of put in some color so it looks like a bunch of different leaf sections. When I highlight it, I'll show you. And then I'll do that top part. You could either start with the top or the bottom. Now I have a third section up here to do. And maybe four. I can make one here like this, and then make one over here. just, I always leave a little bit of the dark in there at the bottom to make it look like a shadow, or the part where the light's not hitting, you know. It takes a little practice, but even if you filled that all in with color, it would still look good. So keep that in mind. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a little white. I'll show you. I'll show you what I do. I'll take a little bit of that color now, and I'm going to add a little white to it just to make it a little lighter, and use that on top of what I've already done. Okay, it's going to really give the tree a little more depth. Okay, and our light's coming from over here. Just imagine the light coming down on all these branches, okay? And just put a little light where you think the sun would be hitting. It's a good way to learn how to highlight, okay? You don't have to do everywhere. Just get a little more color in that tree, just like that. That's enough. It brings the tree out a little more, makes it look like it has a little depth. Okay, this one, there's a lot of light right here, so this one's kind of hard to see, so my light's hitting right in here, pretty much everywhere on this tree, but maybe mainly just on the top part, and then in the middle is where the light would be hitting. That's all you got to do. You don't need too much in there, just a little highlights. Wow, I'm glad I put those trees in, because the sky was kind of missing something. Yeah, the sky was kind of empty to me, but now it looks pretty good. This is looking good. Let me see where I'm at on time. I got a couple minutes. Got a couple minutes left, so what I'm gonna do, I'll finish this up though after I end the live stream. I'm gonna put a few more hints of shrubs out here. Maybe around the pathway here. And I'm going to add another tree here. What else can I do? In the future, I'm hoping I can do more lives, and I'm going to let the all you guys tell me what to paint, and I'll take ideas from everybody. Plus, I'm going to be going out when the summer starts. I'm going to be going out in the I live in Seattle, so I'll be going out into the parks and I'll be painting live in all the parks here in Seattle. Man, we got a lot of trees and water and boats and mountains and you name it, we got it. So this is looking pretty good. I can put some more stuff on my mountain. I just kind of left the mountain simple today. I think I lost everybody, so I'll probably end this then. But thanks to those that showed up. Oh, now I got a couple people on. I was going to end it, but yeah, I'm trying to think of what else I can put in here. I forgot. I forgot about my birds. I always put birds in there. Let me get my liner brush going here. I left my liner brush in the water and it like made the tip kind of bend a little bit. It's all messed up now. But I'll try and see if I can get it to work. Cause you gotta have some birds in the sky. It makes it look complete. Makes the sky look better if you got some birds up here flying around. Put some down here. There we go. If you like this painting, give it a try. I don't think this was too hard of a painting. I'll leave this on the YouTube, so if you want to follow along, you can surely do that. And I just used white in every color. Just put all your colors down, yellow, blue, violet, green, and just put a lot of white in it and make it look like pastel. Oh, I didn't put my tree trunks in yet. So you could take a brush, a liner brush, and kind of put branches in here. My brush isn't working good though. But just some kind of indication of a tree trunk in there. You could use white or any like a. You got to use a light color though, or it won't show up if you use brown. So just put some indications of tree branches in there, just like that. That's all you got to do. The viewer's eye will fill everything in. And you can also use white. You can use white as for your twigs too. See, white or black, and then you could put little twigs underneath these bushes if you want to make them look like they have stems underneath there. Alright guys, I think this one I'm done with it. It came out pretty good. Thanks for watching. I'll be doing another live later on this evening. If you want to check it out, I'll be using more regular colors though, like a regular landscape. But I like the way this came out. It really looks pretty cool. I'll put a little water in here. Alright guys, I'm going to end it here. There's the dance lights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video, the next live stream. Ciao.